So I brushed her off really well. Whoa. Now I'm going to wipe. Butter's really good. Yes, honey.
Our house to here, you were successful.
Okay. Okay. Yuck. When I have a really nasty rag like this one, it's going to be pretty nasty. I do not stick it back in my bucket of soapy water. Meek, come on. I go ahead and I pour soapy water onto it to rinse it out to keep using it, because I want my bucket of soapy water to be clean. That way if I need it, I can continue to use my bucket of water and not be spreading crap everywhere, you know? Just common sense, I guess. When you're first starting out, you kind of don't have common sense because you're just stressed out about doing it. So, just something to keep in mind. My first rag is just for all the debris and anything else that might be on her. Sorry, she's kind of at an angle. You might not be able to see very well. I'm also, my second rag, because she's not that dirty today, my second rag is just for the teats. So I'm going to get each one, make sure it's good, and the tip. And I do one on each corner. I have 4 corners of my rag. I do one corner each one, making sure it's impeccably clean. Because there will be stuff that you do not see until you take the time to read this. Okay, that looks good. Now can you see? Okay, now I squirt at least the first 3 squirts onto the ground. That is when you're milking. That milk is that has been setting in her udder is what has the highest bacteria count. So I never put that in my bucket. I put at least 3 onto the ground. She's calling to her baby. Shoo, she isn't usually this vocal. That's actually a bad sign maybe for heat. I don't see any gunk, but now she's gonna rub up against the camera. So we'll see. And then we just start squeezing. Full of heat. This morning, can you see her udders? Good. This morning will probably be quite a bit because I milked her kind of early yesterday evening, and I'm milking her kind of late this morning. I think it's like 8:30 right now. So I'm sure I will have a full bucket. I usually listen to the Daily Bible on Spotify. And I can get through one of the Daily Bible podcasts in a sitting while I'm milking, and usually if I start it while I'm inside, come out, milk, go back in, and clean up the kitchen, I can finish 2. So if you listen to the Daily Bible, you will go through the Bible in 1 year if you do it every day. But since I do it twice a day, I am going to probably, or 2 episodes a day. Sorry, she's a little vocal, man. She's not happy mostly because I'm not giving her grain right this second. She was a little bit of a jerk yesterday with her grain. So I'm going to make her have good pay, and then I'll give her grain when I'm done. She stands a lot more still, not as antsy, but we're working on that. The manners with that, aren't we? Because they're like dogs. They have to have somebody to lead them, or they will try to lead you and push you around. So, have to be the boss cow, the mama cow here. I always tell the kids, make yourself big. Okay, she is right in front of the camera. So I've already listened to all of the New Testament, and now I'm going through the Old Testament. I'm on Exodus, which I have to say is not the most exciting. I'm talking about God giving his instructions for the tabernacle. Very specific things. I guess it's nice to know that God cares about the details, right? But I really don't usually read through that part, so it's kind of nice to hear it because I can be doing other things while I'm listening. Stay me. So I wanted to show you what we are doing out here to make a little extension to our gardening season. We've got these PVC pipes. My husband had another project and he had way too many, so we used those just from one side to the other. I think he did 3, so he did 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 20 feet. So 1 on each end, 1 in the middle, and 2 in between that. Is that right? Yeah, it makes 7. We always keep straw down on top of the bare grass and on top of the bare soil. That helps with any weeds. And this has my rosemary in it already and my sage, which they overwinter just fine without this. But I'm hoping that this will be able to go ahead and have kale and spinach and maybe cabbages and Brussels sprouts and maybe even carrots. This gets really warm in the daytime. I ordered off Amazon the clips. I can even link them below if you would like, that go like this. So I haven't got those yet. Should be today or tomorrow, very soon. But if you are someone that has extended your seasons with these, with this greenhouse tarp, let me know how much time you get, what you put underneath them. We live in Virginia. We're zone 7. So maybe that'll give you an idea. Okay, yeah. We're going to try securing it a little bit more and then I'll plant seeds. I ordered some more seeds from Baker Creek. Right now I can't find anything in my Ace or local hardware store that's not the season for it. My Ragged Jack kale plant over there, I have 2 of them. They're still alive. It's crazy. We've had awful bitter cold and they are still kicking. Like you got to pick the leaves off the outside. They're done, but in the center it's growing some more. So the only other thing other than the rosemary and the sage under there is some garlic. I guess I left a couple garlics in the ground. Oh, and let me show you this. Onions that I started from seed last year, they are still growing, so that's interesting. I just did it in one little square and it took forever to get them to sprout and go, so I put them in the ground. They were not ready because it had taken them so long, but they are very healthy. I think they were Walla Walla or something like that. So yeah, let me know what you do, what you think I can go ahead and start. It's probably the 3rd week of January now. And we've had really warm days, but it still gets really cold at night. It's Virginia weather. We don't know what to expect. We haven't had a single snow yet, though. January is also when you want to be pruning back your roses and your grapevines. I skipped a year last year, so I went pretty hard on it this year. It's always a little scary. I have this is the after, and here I have another grapevine over here. just to show you the before. I mean, it was a crazy mess. But you pretty much want to go back to the main stalk, cutting about 2 inches down of each of these like extra branches, down to 2 inches. It looks rough. It looks like it's the same with the roses. You cut it back to just bare, oh man, words are hard for me some days. But you prune it back to just the stalks. It's just like this, and you want to leave your main things. You want to do this definitely while it's dormant. So here in zone 7, that's in January, whenever we are dormant. These roses have been here since before we were here, so we did not, these aren't roses, these are grapevines. We did not establish these, but I'm very thankful for. This is only one, it's just right there. That comes up, but you can see I skipped last year, and this is what it looks like after 2 years. And I always go real hard. I trim back really, really hard, so it'll look like the other one. It's done, like the other grapevines. See, this year was my first year trimming my climbing roses. This is only their 2nd year, so I'm a little nervous about that, but I know it's good for it. We needed to do these, and then I have these knockout roses I've had here for at least 10 years, probably closer to the 12 years we've lived here, and there's so much of them. I used to try to get it down to 18 inches from the ground, and it's crazy. I need to get even further down on these guys, but they are so well established. They're just the regular knockouts I got at Costco, I think. We have 3 of those. They're the red knockouts. That one is too. But then we have 2 David Austin roses here. They're a bush variety, and I need to trim them down just a little bit. I need to get all the old extra branches and their old leaves off. And same with this. I think that one, the first one here, I believe it is a Olivia Austin Rose. I don't know. And I forget what this one was. This is another of the David Austin roses here, and it's got this this was like up to half the way up the house. So I don't know if this rose bush thinks it's climbing, but got that. In this area, this is all in front of my house, we have peonies. They are under the ground right now, but they will come up in the spring really hard and strong, and they're good and healthy. This is my knockout white roses. It is extremely healthy too. I mean, these are all from Costco. My climbing roses that I showed you earlier, that's on the building, they are from David Austin. They're the Bathsheba and the Lady of Shalott climbing roses. But this is a knockout white rose from Costco. I really need to work harder on trimming these guys back, but it's a painful process. I have a dog. These are not pretty, gorgeous beds that are well taken care of, but I do love my roses. This is lavender here. I have tons of bulbs in the ground of lilies and tulips and things like that. That will eventually be coming out. I have this pot. I think I'm going to try to put a rose in that. I don't know. I kind of want to indoor, like a lemon tree or something, bring it in. We'll see one day. And then we have a butterfly bush. I need to trim her back too. It doesn't get a whole lot of sunshine over here, so it struggles a little bit. But it needs to be trimmed back also. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me and milking, and also for coming along and trimming up the rose bushes and the grapevines. I still haven't finished that, but I will soon. Let me know in the comments below if you have used a greenhouse tarp, I guess it is, greenhouse plastic, over a garden bed and extended your season, and what you actually put in the ground, because I am anxious to get some things in there. It's only January, like 16th, 17th right now, but I am so ready to get some green life around this homestead. God bless, and I speak Jesus to you wherever you're at, and I will see you again next time. Bye.